What's up, Bumbo? I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling right now, waiting for them to tell me my car is ready. I didn't want to be sitting at that dealership, so I caught the Uber back home, waiting for them to tell me my shit ready. Now I catch the Uber back. Gotta do it. Gotta get that fluid out of there. That's a fact. Yeah, but I need that. I gotta get that transmission fluid out. I gotta get it out. It's one of those things. Like, you gotta just take the time out and do it. Yep. You can't drive a car around forever with the same shit. Eventually, that shit, nah. You just take a little time out. Just take a little time out. How are you telling me you love me? You don't know me with that Russian ass name. Don't troll me. You could just say hello. Just say hello. You don't have to do all the extras. So I'm just waiting. And when I get that car from Honda, then I'll go back and get that shit. Catch me an Uber back over there. Keep it going. And I know I'm gonna be moving around heavy this summer. You know what I mean? So I gotta service this shit. I gotta get it right. I'm gonna be moving heavy. I need my whip. A lot of skating. Oh yeah. A lot of skating. No way. The dealership is up the street. That shit ain't far. No way. It's right up the street, but the skate spots are, I'm going to different cities this summer. Gotta, I gotta get the AC charged up and make sure everything right. So when I roll, I roll. I was outside heavy last summer. I did a whole lot last summer. We're gonna do a whole lot more, and we about to travel this summer too. That's what's cool about it. About to make a couple moves. Mm-hmm. Yep, car is real important. And I'm not getting no new car anytime soon. Nope. Let me drop this motherfucker off right at the dealership. I ain't doing none of that shit I used to do back in the day. Change my own oil and change my own fluid. I mean, even though that's cool, I don't got time for that shit anymore. Nah. Drop that motherfucker off right at the dealership. That's facts. I could have went to Guitar Center. It was right across the street. But I was like, I'll just come back home. Shout out to Miss T. It's good to see you again. I'm only on for about 30 minutes to an hour. Why are you trolling me? First you tell me you love me, then you call me a drug addict. I'm gonna get rid of you. I wanted to have the pleasure of doing it, but thank you, Miss Tracy. Let's get back to it. Thank you though. These old Russian trolls. Just let me reminisce. Shout out to Michael B. Hit the like button. Cucumber, tomato, and onion salad. I don't like onions, but everything else sounds good. That sounds good though. I don't like no onions. Be liking no onions, Miss Tracy. I always tell them to hold the onions. Onions give me heartburn. Oh my goodness. Anybody with that Russian stuff, just get rid of it, Miss T. Get rid of that. We're not even going to entertain it. All this stuff. That's not even Egyptian writing. I don't know what the hell that is. Get rid of that guy. I guess look, Ms. T. I guess I'm getting my algorithm back. I think I'm showing up on the feed again because the weirdos are showing up again. They showing up again, so I must be in the recommend feed, kinda. What it is, I figured it out, Ms. T. I gotta leave the streams up so the algorithm will know where to send my traffic. That's a fact. And with that traffic, you know, you got some trolls up in there. Shout out to Spontaneous. Shout out to Munchie. So I understand it now. I understand it. And the more I save my streams, the bigger the rooms will become again. Because the algorithm, I'm feeding the algorithm. I gotta feed it something. Even when I'm talking, I'm feeding it. I'm feeding it. This is all dialogue. Everything I'm saying, that AI is capturing that shit, and it knows where to send it. And I gotta avoid saying certain words. If I could avoid certain words, then the algorithm's gonna keep going. But when you say certain words and stuff, it brings down your algorithm. I figured it all out. I figured it all out. But as long as you keep streaming and shit like that, and in your room, and every time that person even clicks on your feed, yeah, I cracked the code. I did. I don't know why a lot. It's very simple. It's very simple. It, but the words, it's your wording on here also that controls the algorithm. Your wording. You could avoid certain things. That algorithm will work for you. It will work for you heavy. That's facts. So I got it figured out. I mean, as far as how to prevent this type of situation, because the reach was there. But when I was deleting the streams, I was fucking up my reach. I was destroying it. So if you got 6 months, I'm streaming, but I'm deleting everything for the last 6 months. I'm just assassinating myself. That's why the feed had dropped down all the way to 3 viewers. This is better than what I had 10, 20 people that's telling me that I'm feeding the algorithm is eating off of me more and more. And then now when I turn on the streams, I don't get a bunch of new subscribers, but I get like 1 or 2. I get every stream now, there's a couple of new people hopping up in here. And if I could avoid all that drama on my feed, that's another thing that kills your algorithm. Arguing on your feed and shit like that, you'll destroy your algorithm doing that. That's why I can't be going back and forth with people. And if people I give wrenches to, very important. They can't be going back and forth. That's a fact. All that could affect the algorithm. And I just figured it out because I witnessed it. I just witnessed myself destroy it for a minute. Now I was wondering, like, goddamn, well, how the hell did I go from 70 people and this shit dropped down? There's really nothing wrong with. Well, I'm going back to CBD smoking, so that's gonna be a plus. After these streams right here, when I come back in August, I'll be smoking all CBD. I won't be smoking no indica. And just as a business move and a player move, I'm probably just gonna eliminate the smoke on the camera. If I need to smoke while I'm chopping up, I'll just go right over here to the side and pull and hit it real quick. You know what I mean? It's not that serious. Anything to make this room grow at this point, I am totally with it because it's all there. Everything is, it's there. Yeah, so I'm not tripping off the smoking because we right now, maybe in 2 days, my CBD package will be here. And I think if I do put the smoke to the side, actually the room might actually get bigger. There's nothing wrong with smoking, but that will actually, the algorithm will recognize that and it will actually get bigger. That's a fact. We running all the cheat codes this time. No way. So it's nothing wrong with me be like, hey, hold on a second. Let me walk over here and hit this motherfucker real quick. You know what I mean? They come right back over here and do what I do. I figured it out. We gonna be okay. No way. Yeah, I murdered myself. I killed it. There's like 14 people. That's no. The my it's building, the algorithm is building again. This shit was stuck. My stream, and Tracy and Spontaneous, y'all saw it. My stream was stuck at like 6 viewers for weeks. I could not get past 6 or 7 viewers. That was an algorithm situation. It was stuck there. So this thing hopping 12, 14, sometimes in the 20s. Last night it was at 30. Yeah, but it, and that's cool. You gotta keep feeding this thing and feeding the right material. Don't feed the algorithm some bullshit. Don't feed the algorithm some bullshit. That's what this is all about. That's what this thing is all about. Is what you feeding this thing. That's what it's all about. Man, Apollo Creed, you goddamn right. You goddamn right. And see, I really never understood the algorithm until I took the time out. No way. And I'm glad that YouTube did take my monetization, and that made me okay. I ain't did shit. I need to find out why y'all did this and why my views are the way they are. I needed to understand how can you go from 100 some viewers down to 7 viewers, but that didn't happen overnight. You guys gotta understand. Every time I was deleting those streams, the more I delete, every time I delete, I'm just killing, chopping, chopping. It'll be different if I was putting up content at the same time. But I'm not putting up content, only shorts. I'm gonna stream 4 times tomorrow. I'm gonna do a 4.5 hour stream, then I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna take like a break, like an hour break, and I'm gonna come back and do another 4.5 hour stream. Then I'm gonna take me another little break, and I'm gonna come right back again and run these plays like 4 times tomorrow. And I'm gonna have my watch time. I'm gonna have my watch hours after tomorrow, my watch hours will be completed. I just gotta wait for them to lift this little whatever little bullshit they got. They told me on August 11th I could get monetized again. Uh-uh. I'm gonna get the watch hours up. Yup. Go outside and get some content real quick. After I get these hours, I'm gonna take a little break. Like man, about a month and a half. I might get a little random pop up. I might pop up on here, a little check in maybe, but I'm gonna take a little break until August. That's why I'm doing all the hours. I'm gonna do these streams and leave these streams up, and I'm chilling. He said, "That's your birthday. Happy birthday to you." Yeah, man, early birthday. That's when we coming back. It'll be the same thing. I just won't be smoking and stuff like that. I won't be smoking and cussing. Little tweaks. There's stuff I could do. I could do, and and that would. This is an algorithm thing. Yeah, look, it's, it's all there. Now, I'm about to bring a lot of that Instagram traffic over here too. That's why I was like, nah, this is gonna be right. Cause I got a lot of traffic on Instagram right now. A lot. Crazy numbers over there. So I'm just setting that up. And when I start streaming again in August, I'm gonna start doing promos and shit on these other platforms. See, I don't be doing that. I just be turning this goddamn camera on. So this is two different entities, and I need to get that community up in here. That's facts. I have to seize the opportunity. There's content coming. There's content coming. Shout out to Grim Destroyer, man, and rest well to your little bro, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. These decks are available. These are boards out my catalog. I'm a figure this out. Like I'm getting a website up. You guys are gonna be able to have access to all this shit soon. Full access. I'm getting a website together. I was gonna wait till January to drop the website, but we're gonna drop it soon. Cause we got the boards, we got the hoodies. I'm bringing back all the soft merch, bringing all that back. I want to get into hats more. That's my next thing. But for now, I'm just gonna move small and just get some t-shirts out here again. and how I used to do it. Every board that I have out also have soft goods for it too, with if it's a shirt or a hoodie for it. See, YouTube, I understand this also. That's Do you guys understand when it's the YouTube studio or the certain words, certain keywords, creative, create. See, this is cool that we live stream it and stuff like that and everything. But they want people to create, to make up stuff. What I tell you guys, this is the new Hollywood. This is where people come to watch the news. This is where people come to learn how to put stuff together. This is where people come to watch, to listen to music. Everything happens on YouTube. But you have to create something. You have to create something that for this algorithm to feed off of. It's cool that you live streaming and all that other stuff. That's cool and everything. But through the years and where YouTube is at, they're aiming at creators. Create anything. Anything. Don't have to be a podcast. It could be someone that's walking down the street looking at an old house. Or someone taking an airbag out of a car. That's why I'm just saying I just gotta I gotta tap into my bag, and I have to create something. I have to create something to for that shit to really move, for it to really move, because they don't give a shit what it is. YouTube, but they will push it. They will push it, put all types of ads in it and everything. No doubt. The live part is cool this is cool for your reach, to touch your people in real time. You know what I mean? But to make it spin, you have to put something creative. Anything. It could be anything. 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 And that's why a lot of people, they just live stream and their pages aren't really like blowing up, and or they're streaming all the time and they're just not getting no revenue and stuff like that. Is because you're not creating. You're not creating. That's where it all boils down to. 10-minute segments. Facts. They want all that. And if you edit the shit inside the YouTube studio and upload it through their tools, then they're really gonna pump it. That's why all those tools are there. At the end of the day, they want 10-minute pieces. They want watch time. So they can put those ads everywhere. They put the ads everywhere, and that's how everybody eats. But depending on the type of stuff that you're, understand what I'm saying? Depending on the type of dialogue that you put out there is the different type of ads that you're gonna get. So, for example, if I'm talking about beat machines all the time, there's on my playback, you're gonna get some type of ad or somebody selling a beat machine, or you'll get an ad or somebody selling this and that. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's how this shit is going down. That's where all the action is at. My homeboy, he created a show with a bunch skateboarding, with a bunch of old guys skating a curb. Let that sink in. He bought a bunch of old dudes from the 90s together and it's created a show and called it Curb Wars. Fuck it. We gonna I'm just shout out to Most Blooded. What's going on with you? Shout out to Derek. What's going on with you, man? That's where it's at. That's what I mean. Live streaming is dope, but I have to go out there and create something tangible. No doubt. And that's what's been my problem all this time. I mean, the music, I love doing the music, but I gotta give you guys something. I gotta for this thing to really, really, really this. Cause that's where content. And there you guys are tired of hearing podcasts. They got a million podcasts. They got a million people talking about back in the day. They got a million people spilling the tea. No. You know who's really getting the coins on YouTube? Those people are getting coins. But you know who's really getting the coins? That dude, people like that dude riding a bike. Just riding a bike through LA with a GoPro camera on his head. Getting the bag. Just riding around on the bike. Going through different hoods with the GoPro cam. Content. I got content sitting right in front of me. I got content sitting right in front of me, and I never realized it. I need to show, I need to show you guys. I need to show you guys what my sessions, not just with me, but the. It would be crazy if you guys could see content of a bunch of old guys skateboarding. Just let that sink in. I ain't telling you what's about to happen, but a content page. I can't even speak because it's so great. But I got shit sitting right in front of me. And I'll be stupid not to give it to the masses. The people I interact with on the weekends. The people I bump heads with. The people I'm skating these ditches with. Are you kidding me? I need to be having this fucking camera on. That's why I was like, okay, I got it. I got to go out and create something. Shout out to Miss Mitchell. No way. Hey, it's funny you said that. You got people that just getting the bag. Getting the bag. Just getting the bag. Nah. You could create anything on this thing. ASMR world. Yeah, that shit is huge. That shit is huge. Crazy big. Yeah, crazy big. But they get money doing that live feed. That's from live feeds. Indian people sleeping on wood. It's like watching a hot dog eating contest. You got all types of stuff. I mean, come on. I got almost 14,000 subscribers. I gotta go out here and create something. That is where it's at this point. I gotta go out here and create something, and I'll be stupid if I didn't. Anything, anything, anything. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It took me a long man. I've been streaming for years, and everybody always told me to monetize. Everybody always told I could have monetized years ago. Years ago, that's just never my thing. But I understand it now. I'm a late bloomer, but better late than never. I never missed out on no bag because it's not about the bag. I always do stuff for love. You feel me? The bag is gonna be there when you really love it. That's a fact. I don't do shit just for money. I just do it. I just do shit. Let me tell you something, and let me tell you this, Norman. Understand this. I'm not at this point. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this. I'm doing this right here. The monetization. That's for the reach. That's for the reach. I want to continue to reach out to be able to meet people, to network to people, for this room to grow. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not worried about the money. But if you gotta monetize for YouTube to recognize your algorithm as a player, then I'm for it. Like I do shit because I love. I just love. I love playing music. I love skateboarding. I love making beats. If YouTube would allow me to get to the audience without monetization, then sign me up. But no, they're providing all the tools, so they want to eat off of everything that comes up in here, and they're gonna make you eat. You're gonna fuck that. You're gonna get monetized one way or another. And if you don't get monetized, that's cool. You'll live stream, but you're only gonna be streaming to the same people, the same audience. That's a fact. Birds in a feather flock together. And I done tasted the blood. The algorithm on let me taste it. Taste it. They let me taste it so bad where I swore the whole room was bots. I swore the whole room was bots. I was like, nah, this is all fake. Ain't no way there's 100 and whoopty whoop up in here. No way. But then the skateboard community started hopping up in here. That's when I started believing it. When my comrades started popping up in here. When the other pro skaters started finding my feed. I was like, okay, the algorithm is real. That's when I took this serious. When my homeboy Willie Santos found my feed just on the recommend shit, that made me look at everything different. I thought you was a bot, Ms. Mitchell. I thought everybody was a bot. I was crashing out on everything that came through here. On everything. Nobody was safe. But I had to realize, I'm like, no, this is different. This is different. And you're gonna assassinate yourself. This is different right here. You're gonna kill yourself off if you don't know way. You can't crash out on everybody. You can't. No. These are real people. These aren't bots. These ain't people trolling me like that. These ain't people trolling me like that. The trolls are in there, but no, there's some real people up in here. That's facts. I sure did, though, Ms. Mitchell. I sure did. Man, I gotta call my job. I gotta call them. Hold on, cause I told. Hold on 1 second. Let me call my job real quick. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna wait for him to call me back. Cause I was gonna go in, but my car is at the dealership, so I'm waiting on that. But yeah, I thought everybody was a troll. Fuck that. No way. I wasn't showing no love at all. Oh, let me call. I gotta make another call real quick. Hold on. Who's in here? Man, I'm waiting for... Let me see if they called me. They might have called me and I was in there. Hold on, y'all. I need them to call me so I could go get my car. And I need the boss to call me. They ain't called me or nothing yet. I'm gonna call them in a minute. I'll hop off this feed around 2:30. And I'll see you guys this afternoon. Later on. That's crazy. Mm-mm. Ain't no blunt. Nope. Nope. None of that. Ain't nothing. This is some paper right here. We don't do that on YouTube. Ms. Mitchell, do we do that on YouTube? I'm about to call them. I'm about to call them on my... Where's my paper? I'm about to call Honda up right now. Hold on. Shout out to Tracy, if she's still here. They tripping. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Play some beats. Number one. All right, my shit is ready in about 15 minutes. So I'll talk to you guys for about 10 more minutes, and I'm gonna call my Uber driver. Call Uber up, have him come pick me up real quick. We'll go ahead and put this blunt down. I gotta sober up real quick. Been a long day. Going to the DMV, that's it wasn't that bad. I'm not even gonna lie. The DMV done got better through the years. I don't know what's going on, but I went to the Compton DMV today. That shit was, man. That shit felt like Beverly Hills treatment. It was so good up in there. Yeah, I gotta put this blunt down because I gotta make a move. Well, shout out to everybody at here. I gotta go. I gotta go pick up my car. And I gotta pop back up at the building for a minute. I gotta go show my face. So, I'll be back later. I'll be back later and shit. And then, like I said, Miss Mitchell, I'll be on all weekend. I'm gonna do a bunch of streams this weekend. All starting tonight. I'm gonna do a bunch of streams. I'm gonna do like a 4-hour stream tonight. Yep, I'm gonna do one tonight. I need to do 4 long streams, 4 or 5 long ones. And I should be okay with my watch time. So let me put this down. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. For sure. Thank you for hanging out with me for a second. I'll be back later on. I gotta go get my shit. I'm out.